we got to welcome a friend of the show, a guy that we love, a guy that's gone viral in the last 24 hours for his new bromance with Patrick Mahomes. Give it up for our pal, Henry Winkler, everybody. What's up?
Gentlemen, happy holidays.
Happy holidays, sir.
What an experience that was.
You know, and it's gone viral like we couldn't even imagine. How do you feel about it, seeing all these people talk about your new bromance, like Rich said?
You know, I was on a talk show with Rich Eisen, and he asked me a question about Barry, and I just thought, it's a sports show, and I'm going to put it out there. And I said, do you know Patrick Mahomes? That was like in the summer. And then this past Sunday,
wow,
there I am. Oh my God. What a wonderful happening.
Wowie zowie, as the great Henry Winkler. Wowie zowie. By the way, we are real pals with Henry Winkler, the Fonz, here on the Covino and Rich Show.
True.
On a personal note, Henry, we miss you, and it's really so great to see you. So when we saw the story, we were really happy for both of you guys because, you know, you're two legends, two icons, two worlds colliding. And I just want to know how it felt while you were smiling ear to ear, just waiting there on the sideline. Like, what was going through your mind when you were watching all this happen?
So there I am on the sideline. Now, this is really, I saw USC play when my son Max went to USC. So I was on the sideline, and Pete Carroll was the coach. And when he moved to the Seahawks became my team because I was rooting for Pete Carroll. And now there I am watching at home. I'm watching this phenom play ball at a whole other level.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody talks about how great this one is, how great that one is. And then there's Patrick.
You know what, Henry? I don't know if you remember this, but I'm pretty sure you do. When you were on our show on SiriusXM, you had a memorable meeting with Bruno Mars on our show. Remember that?
Oh, and not only do I remember that, I have the autograph picture from that day. We were in a glass booth.
Yes.
We were doing an interview, and he walked by, and I lost my socks.
Well, I remember what you said to him, and I'm wondering if it's the same sort of thing. You said that greatness comes from people who need to do what they're doing.
Greatness comes from people who need to do what they're doing.
Is that how you feel about Patrick Mahomes when you see what he does on the field?
Well, here's the thing. There are great players, no doubt. And then there is somebody who is so zen in the center of himself that all of a sudden he sees more than the average bear.
Yeah.
And he improvises, and there is no drama. There is only winning. And I have this theory that he kind of like says, oh, well, I'm going to get behind a little bit because then I'll win and I'll make it more interesting for myself.
Yeah.
To be in that stadium and watch, because the Chargers quarterback is very good. He threw a ball from here to Montreal.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes, he's also very good, but
he's very good, but he is not Patrick. And then all of a sudden, in 1 minute and 30 seconds, the game went from, oh my goodness, to, oh my goodness.
And it was a great game. And during your interaction with Patrick Mahomes, Henry, you said there's always a place at your dinner table for him.
There was always a seat at my table.
Appreciate you.
Will you have dinner with Patrick Mahomes in the offseason? Are you going to follow up?
That's how it started. When I was telling the story to Rich Eisen, I said, if Patrick Mahomes hears this and he comes to my house for dinner, he will have a chicken stuffed with ricotta and spinach.
nice.
With a sauce that is reduced, a reduction that will make his mouth happy. And his wife and his children, his mom, who I met, his brother, his sister. So yes, and he said to me, I'm gonna keep you to your word on your dinner. And I said, there is always a seat at my table for you.
I loved it. We all loved the encounter. That's why it's gone viral. Did you meet anyone else there on the sidelines? Travis Kelce, anyone else that sort of just blew your mind? Maybe just by the pure massive size of them? Like, what stood out to you?
Well, I will tell you that Mr. Kelce had on a shirt that said the Fonz football family.
I love it.
And he was looking for me, but I was kidnapped by Mr. Reed's wife, Coach Reed's wife. And she took me, and I took a picture with all of the wives of all the coaches of each department.
You know what I love about you, Henry? The mutual respect that athletes have for your legendary status in TV and movies. And you seem to have that same respect for people that, are elite in the world of sports.
But not just elite. And, when you said before, my definition, like with Bruno Mars, he needs to make music. That music needs to come out. The same thing with Brandi Carlile. When you see her, it is like watching another Bruce Springsteen. 3 hours, plays 7 different guitars, generosity with the audience, with the musicians on the stage, great music. That is what touches me deeply, and then I have to let them know.
Henry Winkler, from the days of Happy Days to Barry, besides your new friendship with the Kansas City Chiefs, Mahomes, Kelce, the whole crew.
Let's not forget the Chiefs Nation.
Chiefs Nation.
I know. They embraced you with open arms, man.
Oh, they were so wonderful. They were so wonderful to me. And, you guys, you did your first show in California at my dining room table.
That's why when we hear you invite Patrick Mahomes for dinner to your home, we know you're not kidding. We know you're not messing around. That's a genuine offer from Henry Winkler, and it's so exciting to see. Henry, what do you do with that jersey that you got, that Chiefs Winkler autographed jersey?
I have worn it around the house.
Just the jersey. Yeah.
Just the jersey. Well, my wife likes that part.
Yeah.
And she also said I look good in red.
See?
But what a thrill. And you know what was so amazing? And I'm telling you, because when I was chatting with him, I was present enough to realize how present he was.
Yeah.
How many times I've met somebody and they go, yeah, really good to meet you. I got a big show to do. I got a game to play. And thanks so much. And like, good luck to you. He was right there with me. And he was so excited that he had this surprise for me. Yeah. Which was the jersey with he said, it's got your name on it.
You know what? And I think that's why people really love this moment, because we felt that from the two of you and that mutual respect that Rich thought of and explained. And I saw Rich watching this. I'm going to call Rich out. I saw him get a little teary-eyed.
I said the world needs more moments that like you and Patrick Mahomes had. The world needs more of those loving moments.
Do you know what? I'll tell you something. What we need to do is, and I do this, is we need to tell those people that inspire us or that touch us in some way, we have to let them know that happened. Yeah. That you had an impact, that you are great at what you do, instead of just thinking it and talking about it with a buddy. And I'm telling you, just from being an actor, when people say that to me, it closes the circle.
Yeah.
Because you do it. I love doing it. I love Barry. We just finished the 4th season on last Friday. And when people talk to me about it, it feels unbelievably wonderful.
I mean, you won an Emmy for Barry. You're an Emmy Award winner from Barry.
Did.
Henry, let me ask you one last thing before we'll let you get on with your day. Fox Sports Radio, Covino and Rich. In all your years, like I said, from Happy Days till Barry, any other fun sports interactions, baseball, football, basketball, any other times where you found yourself in a very interesting position?
We had tickets for the Lakers when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Cooper, Norm Nixon, Jim Worthy, all those guys were playing.
The legends.
Right? And we had seats and we went all the time, and it was unbelievable at the Forum. So because I was on TV and I got to go into the locker room to meet all of the guys who made me feel like I was about as tall as a toothpick. Jabbar took off his jersey and tossed it to me. And I had no idea. So I put it in, I thought he was giving it to me to put in the laundry basket. I had no idea he was giving me his jersey, his shirt.
That's
It was a jersey swap. He wanted your leather jacket.
Yeah.
And, he was giving you his jersey. That's awesome.
Well, I have seen him many times since. And his son and Michael Cooper's son, they were in my daughter's class in preschool, in kindergarten. So I got to see them a lot. And that was an amazing thing to watch. Those guys play Magic. When he came, and then I played softball with the Happy Days ball team against Magic and some All-Stars.
And let's not forget his good relationship with Rocky Balboa.
Well, that's right.
Yeah, see me.
Oh, what? I just spoke to Sly.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You mean the Tulsa King?
I called him because he is so good in Tulsa King.
Absolutely.
I mean, he is back.
Yes.
Holy mackerel. Yeah. But anyway, I'm at bat now. I'm not a good ball player because I learned with the Happy Days ball team how to play softball. And I hit that ball as high and as hard as I possibly could. Magic Johnson merely stood there and put his arm up and took the ball right out of the air.
Right out of the sky.
Right out of the sky.
And robbed you. Well, Henry, I got to tell you, man, it warmed our hearts to see two greats meet each other. And it was so cool that you got to meet Patrick Mahomes. But it's even cooler when people get to meet you. And we know from experience. And we're real happy to call you a friend. And it's nice to see you.
You know what? I'm very happy to be able to chat with you guys again.
Yeah.
And everybody who is listening, have the most wonderful and safe holiday. And I think this holiday, you turn to the people at your table and just say, you know what? I'm happy I know you, because it's getting crazy out there.
It is. And are we going to be surprised that maybe Patrick Mahomes shows up at your Thanksgiving dinner? Is that?
If he does, I'm going to take a picture, send it to you.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you, Henry. Appreciate you as always, man.
Great to see you. The great Emmy Award winner in front of ours, Henry Winkler.
Thanks, buddy.